All right, billed as the first men's fragrance from the One line of Dolce Gabbana, the One for Men has been a modern classic since its release 10 years ago. But is it the one for you? Stay tuned and find out in this review. I'm rhyming again. Intro. All right, so what is this thing here? The One is a spicy men's oriental fragrance released by the Italian design house Dolce Gabbana in the year 2008. And when this thing came out, it was released to much fanfare. I mean, it was big. So not only is this the first men's launch into the One line of Dolce Gabbana, but it's also Dolce Gabbana's first foray into the lucrative Oriental markets. The world of spicy Oriental fragrances. Gotta get that Arab money. So the nose behind this one is Oliver Polge, and it is available in 50 and 100 milliliter EDT offerings, although they have intense versions, which has the EDP, but here we have the EDT. So in this review, we're doing the EDT. All right, so off to the presentation. The bottle on this one is thick, made of reinforced glass here on the bottom, as you can see. Very nice, I like it. Feels good in your hand. Nice, solid, feels very durable. Ain't nothing cheap about it. Nothing new if you're used to anything like Dolce Gabbana The One. Even for the women, it's kind of the same theme here. So the bottle on this one is made of nice, thick, reinforced glass with about 1 inch of thickness between the base of the glass and the juice inside. The neck is slim and slender right here, and the cap here is a weighty, brownish bronze aluminum coated cap. Very nice premium-like touch there. For the most part, Dolce & Gabbana stuck with the same theme that they used for the One women's line before it. And I love it when the look and the feel of a bottle of a perfume kind of embodies what the perfume is about, you know, embodying that scent profile, you know, sort of a dark, spicy, premium Cuban cigar kind of thing going on here. So kudos to Dolce & Gabbana for this design. So overall, it's very simple, but it's well done in my opinion. So for the presentation, we give it an 8 out of 10. All right, it's time for the juice. Let's check it out. Wow, yeah. Never gets old. Like fine wine, never gets old. All right, so the notes listed on this one are bergamot, basil, and coriander at the top. Cardamom, ginger, and neroli or orange blossom there in the middle. And at the base, amber, tobacco, cedarwood, everything that's good that I love. Yeah, that masculine base. Love it, love it, love it. So smelling this one, oh my God, it smells so good. Okay, but there are 4 notes that really stand out to me from those. The tobacco stands out from this one. The cardamom, smell a little bit of cardamom. Amber and ginger. These 4 notes, the cardamom, tobacco, amber, and ginger are the ones that stand out. I suppose you can detect a bit of the neroli or the orange blossom. So there is a little bit of sweetness to it, but you know, I think after about half an hour or so, it kind of goes away. Man, I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This thing smells awesome. It smells good. When I smell it, some of the thoughts that come to my mind are just, you know, it's masculine, it's warm, it's sensual. It's good stuff. And if I were to describe it in layman's terms, I would say it smells like a sweetened, spicy cigar. You know, not a smoked cigar, but like, you know, you open a box of cigars. Imagine it imagine you put that with some sweet, spicy scent. So they say it's a modern classic. I agree. I think this scent is definitely worthy of being called a classic. It is one of the best scents I've ever smelled, to be honest. And that is why when I got a sample, I knew I had to have it. So the juice on this thing is prime, prime, prime. 10 out of 10. Don't you doubt it. All right, so let's talk about the performance. And sadly, this is where it starts to go a bit downhill for Dolce Gabbana The One. As for projection, it's kind of a shame how something so good doesn't project all that well so that other people can share it. And Oh, such a shame. And this thing deserves to be smelt. So the projection needs to be better, but you know, can't have it all. Basically within an hour, this thing is a skin scent. I mean, you're probably the only one that can smell it if you haven't been affected by olfactory blindness. But on the flip side, there's always a flip side. At least it's not harsh and offensive. Some people would rather prefer that. So in order to compensate for that, you can just, you know, apply more heavy application. But yeah, the poor projection, kind of not cool there. Give it a 4 out of 10 for projection. As for longevity, it's not the worst, but it's, again, it's pretty poor. So I've done some testing here on some of the cooler days that we have here, some of the rare cooler days we have here. And even on the cool days, it gets about 4 hours of longevity, which is, you know, and that's stretching it a bit. So like everything, there's a flip side, there's a way to combat it. What you can do with this one, it is kind of weighty, but I always, if I'm gonna wear it, I keep it in my bag. That way I can just reapply it later on in the day, because you're gonna need to. No one's gonna smell it after 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, longevity, not very long lasting this one is. I'll give it a 3 out of 10, man. All right, so let's talk about the impressions or compliment factor. To put it bluntly, this is a compliment magnet. Everyone who smells it, they're gonna compliment you. They're gonna love it. They're gonna ask what it is if they don't know it already. Guys love it. Gals adore it. Again, I've yet to meet a person who didn't like it. And so how I came across this one is I bought a decanted sample of this one, and as soon as I smelt it, I knew I had to have the bottle, so I snatched up a bottle myself. So with that in mind, gotta give it a 10 out of 10 for the impression, compliment factor. Loved by everyone, and more importantly, loved by me. So hey, that's what matters. All right, so the best time to wear this one, again, in the cooler seasons, fall and winter. As far as the kind of occasion you want to wear this for, it's very flexible. You can wear it for formal occasions as well as in casual settings. All right, so let's recap and score. For the presentation, we gave it an 8 out of 10. For the juice or the scent composition, we gave it a 10 out of 10. Smells awesome, lovely. For the projection, we gave it a 4 out of 10. For the longevity, we gave it a 3 out of 10. And for the impressions or compliment factor, we gave it a 10 out of 10. We add those all up and divide by 5 to get a composite overall score of 7 out of 10. And overall, you know, very good, solid fragrance. So is it right for you? Listen, if you want to rock something for those cool winter days, those cool fall nights, something that is warm, something that is a bit exotic, but not offensive, something that's simple, something that smells good, something that is a change up to your average aquatic men's designer fragrance, that you want to give Dolce Gabbana The One for men a try. I'm gonna co-sign on it. Give it a try. At the very least, sample it. You can find it in any store, any department store. Give it a sample. Let me know what you think down below in the description. Is it a modern classic? Let the discussion begin. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. You want to see more videos like this, subscribe. It's your boy AK from Fragrance Review. I'm outie like a belly button. And take care until the next video. And until then, leave scent trails. Peace.